Hello, this is my first unboxing video. Decided to make it because I'm excited about this purchase. This is my first camera designed specifically for astronomy purposes, for taking photographs of deep space objects. I ordered it from Oceanside Photo and Telescope because they have really good telephone service, and there should be a couple other extras in here as well that I'll talk about. So without further ado, here's the unboxing. Okay, this is the main event. This is the ZWO ASI1600MM Cool. It's a monochrome USB 3.0 astronomy camera. It also has a cooler. So what that means is that it can cool the whole sensor down to a certain temperature, which is what you want to get less noise in your images. Right now I'm shooting with a DSLR that doesn't have any cooling, so the sensor is just dependent on the ambient temperature of the air. So here's the camera. So most of this is the cooling system here. You can see there's the fan. It has the USB 3.0. This is to transfer the data off of the camera, and then just two USB 2.0 ports, but this is just a hub. So the point of this is if I get an electronic filter wheel for this, it just makes cable management a little bit better. From what I've read, the USB 3.0 port supplies power to the camera for imaging, and this power port is just for cooling. But I've also read that it doesn't include the power adapter, so you find your own in terms of that. But you can see right there it says it's a 12 volt 3 amp power. Here's the USB 3.0 cable. We'll take a look at that. Pretty long. I'd say it's about 5 or 6 feet. Pretty standard. Also has a shorter USB 2 cable. It's just a standard B to A connectors. And one more. So it comes with two of these short A to B USB connectors and one longer USB 3.0 cable. Let's see what else is in here. Okay, we have your standard T adapter. Find out what that is. And these are little desiccant pellets, so I think it comes with some already installed in the camera, but if you feel that it's not adequately sucking up the humidity, I think you can replace them with those ones. And a little 1 1/4 inch nose piece adapter. And that's it. So let's take a little bit closer look at the camera here. I'll spread everything out. Okay, there's everything that came with it. One thing I missed earlier is it does come with a driver CD, but I'm planning to go online and find the latest drivers, because sometimes when you get them off the CD, they're a little bit out of date. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. It looks a little bit out of place. I'm not sure. It's like a little sticky pad. I'll have to figure that out. Let's look at the inside here. This is a screw cap. You can hear me screwing it. And there's the sensor. So you unscrew this cap and you are right at the sensor. You can see it's a very zero profile kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's really how that was supposed to go, because I see there's a rubber piece right there. So I'm going to screw this back on. And now I'm just going to try to remove this rubber piece. Oh, and look at that. So here's the rubber cap. What I just screwed off is an optional part. It's sort of like a spacer. So you can see that right there. I think the measurements for that are on ZWO's site. But depending on how you're going to screw on a filter wheel or your scope, you're either going to want female threads like this, or you can just unscrew this whole ring, and then you have the really thin profile male threads right there. Okay, so that is the camera. Again, it is the ASI 1600MM. The second M stands for monochrome. So since it's a monochrome camera, it means that to get color images, you have to put filters in front of it. So you can put an RGB, a red, green, blue filter in front of it. What I'm going to get into here is narrowband filters. So instead, these target specific wavelengths of light that correspond to gases that we see out in space. And narrowband imaging can be more difficult, but it's also a huge benefit for people like me who are in light polluted areas, because it is just targeting such a narrow bandpass of light that it basically doesn't take in all of that light pollution. So the two that I got here, change the exposure a little bit here so you can see those, are the True Balance O3 oxygen CCD filter and the True Balance H alpha hydrogen alpha CCD filter. I got them in different band passes. I got the oxygen in 3 nanometers and the hydrogen alpha in 5 nanometers. The reason for this is that they do have a 3 nanometer hydrogen alpha, but after reading about it, it's a lot more expensive, and it excludes the nitrogen line, which I actually wanted to include. I got 1 1/4 inch mounted filters. They make these in a lot of different sizes, but I've read that the ZWO can get away with these really small filters as long as you mount them quite close to the sensor, and you might expect a little bit of vignetting, but you can correct that out with flats. So let me actually open one of these. There's the filter. It's fairly opaque. Actually push some light through it. You can see it's when you push a flashlight through it, it comes up sort of a reddish hue. This is the hydrogen alpha. And here's the oxygen. You can see it's again pretty opaque, but if we shine a light through it, it comes out as sort of a greenish blue, teal green. Okay, the last piece I got here is not very exciting, but I just wanted to mention it because this is the kind of service that Oceanside Photo Telescope provides over the phone. They can talk to you about your existing setup, your scope, and your mount and everything, and any filter wheel you have, and then provide guidance on spacing. And the guy I talked to said that I would need this 10mm spacer to achieve focus with the ZWO camera. So really appreciate that, and this was only an additional $10. So that's it for unboxing. Hope to make more videos soon. Thanks for watching.